All right, folks, today we're taking a look at SHA, Cryptocurrency Analysis and Prediction. Welcome back to Crypto Cash. This is your one-stop shop for cryptocurrency analysis, among other things. Before we go ahead and take a look at SHA, please consider subscribing to get notified as soon as these videos are released. This gives you a head start so you can effectively plan out your trades and make an informed decision. I have years of trading experience, and my goal here is to share my knowledge with you, my viewers, to ensure you're much more successful. Thank you very much for tuning in. I always like to start off with the fundamentals, then dive deeper into the technical data. I also provide you with action plans for the future so you know what I would do in each scenario as a day trader and swing trader. So be sure to stick around to the end of the video here for my predictions and recommendations. Please note, this is not financial advice. This video is designed for educational purposes only. Please do your own research. Now let's get started with the fundamentals. SafeHaven is a building multiple asset management solution focused on business-to-business clients. With inheritance solutions being the primary product of SafeHaven, value will be created through exchanges, wallets, and individuals who seek to protect their digital assets should the unforeseeable event occur. Now, business-to-business clients will be able to offer protection to their end users through SafeHaven. They have a market cap of 33 million. Total supply is 8.5 billion. Today's high is 0.0111. Today's low is 0.0095. And just before we get started, I want to send a shout out to my wonderful Telegram community for requesting that I cover SHA. If you're new to the channel, please do yourself a favor and check that out. I've got a wonderful group of people there. Now, in regard to the price, SHA has been overall pretty consistent lately. The price hasn't changed all that dramatically over the past 2 to 3 weeks. It's kind of worked itself into a small channel, which is great because there is cause for a potential breakout here in the near future. Occasional increases in price, but overall sticking with the range of 0.0088 upwards of 0.017 as a high. The good news is the price has bounced off the major support line at 0.0088 a couple of times here recently. So it does seem like it has hit its bottom. The major resistance level is 0.017, major support 0.0088. And now for the technical analysis. For my day traders out there, as you can see on the 15-minute chart, SHA has tested the approximate support level of 0.0088 twice in the past 48 hours, and also a few times previously in late March. The overall volume has picked up as well, so this tells me the price will continue to increase with the new money flowing in. The moving averages are currently working as support lines, so this is definitely a positive technical sign. The price is also trending above the VWAP, so day trading looks very good right now. But here's what I would do as a day trader with SHA right now. I would first wait for the VWAP to be tested and stay above for at least 30 minutes. I prefer to take a position as close to the VWAP as possible. If the price stays above and holds, then I would consider taking a position at approximately 25%. I would then wait for the price action to test the 50-day moving average to see its testing before adding to my position. The key to this trading style is to be patient and not jump in or out at the first sign of trouble, which is why I wait a little bit longer than most people would do for confirmation. I would then look at the RSI to ensure it's under 70 and then glance at the MACD to verify its momentum is still trending in the same direction. If the MACD starts to shift opposite of what I am trading, I would pay closer attention to how the price respects the 50-day moving average and or the VWAP. Looking at the RSI and MACD consistently is a good habit to get into when you're short-term day trading. If the price bounces and stays above the new support level created by the moving average, I would essentially add to my position. And for those of you who are new to the channel, I'm a huge proponent of making sure that I take entry only after the support and resistance levels are tested a few times. I've been burned far too many times by taking entry prematurely without confirmation. So trust me on this, be patient, and wait for all the indicators to speak to you. In the inverse, if I'm feeling bearish, getting an indication the price is going to go down, then I would pay closer attention to the support level established by the VWAP and also the support line of 0.0088. If it tests that level and drops below and stays, the variance being large enough for it to break and stay below, I would essentially take a small position and wait for the RSI to indicate if the price is considered overbought. Typically, anything under 45 is a good entry point for me. I also recommend, looking at the MACD. I would essentially look at the MACD and see if it's trending downward and losing momentum. If so, I would consider this to be kind of a best case scenario. And I would also remember to average down by selling small portions of my total so I can take profits whenever possible in case the price corrects itself. So you'll probably hear common themes, common trends here in my analysis videos, in the simple fact that I like to ensure that I take profit whenever possible by taking small positions, both in and out. I think it's probably the best thing that's ever happened to me. So please adopt this philosophy if you're not familiar with it, because the heavy gains and heavy losses can be very hard to bounce back from. I prefer more consistency. That's more of a trader than I am. So if you like that mentality, that thought process, perhaps give that a try. Take small positions when you jump in, and take small positions when you get out. Don't be worried about commission as long as you're on the right exchange. Obviously, I traditionally use Binance and KuCoin, and those two are essentially pretty low in fees. For my swing traders out there, taking a look at the 4-hour chart, I would like to note the moving averages are currently working as resistance lines, but were major support lines for the 3 weeks prior. This means the price will have to be tested both moving averages to start making higher highs. The 50-day moving average has been tested a lot, so this makes it even stronger, whereas the 100-day moving average has only been tested once. Just pay extra special attention to the 50-day moving average because it will likely be tested soon if the price remains above the support level of 0.0088. Looking at the RSI, it's right in the middle at approximately 45. This is a positive technical sign, but only if the support level isn't broken. The MACD in this situation is shifting to bullish momentum. If you can see the lines are crossing in an upward fashion, this typically is a best case scenario for both the MACD and the 4-hour time frame. So here's my plan to swing trade SHA today. For a long position, I would first set a target. My initial goal for swing trading is always 3%. So do yourself a favor, set a goal before you get in, and kind of try to hold true to it. Okay, there's nothing worse than just jumping in and jumping out arbitrarily. Needless to say, once I mark a position on my chart, I would then look to see if the support level of 0.0088 has been tested. It was tested and stayed above for at least an hour or so, so I would switch over to the 5-minute chart now that I have that confirmation. And if you're new to the channel, I always wait for confirmation when a resistance or support level is tested for no less than 30 to 60 minutes. I just do not like taking entry, especially while swing trading, without waiting for confirmation. That said, in this instance, after confirmation, I would take a small position at approximately 30%. I never go all in on short-term swing trades. Once I take a position, I would wait for the resistance levels to be tested to see how the price reacts. I would then wait for another 30 to 60 minutes to see what happens. If the price jumps over the VWAP and 50-day moving average and holds for 30 plus minutes, I would make sure the RSI isn't over 70 and then add another, just say 35% to my position. Thereafter, I would consider selling small amounts of my total position as I get closer to my goal. If the price ever drops below the new support level, established by the VWAP or 50-day moving average, I would get out completely. Now, if I was feeling bearish, I would wait until after the RSI is overextended in the 80s and the price hits the resistance level and bounces and holds for just say 30 to 45 minutes. I do like to see red bars when this happens, however, so preferably 2 15-minute red bars. Once I get both indications of a sell signal, I would only put in about 20% of my trade position until I keep getting confirmation, again looking back and forth between the RSI and MACD on the shorter 15-minute time frame. Another thing to know about my trading style is when I short, I always like to sell in small positions, almost always 20% of the time. This ensures I'm profitable and just works really well for me. Sure, I do miss out on some opportunities. I have smaller gains in some cases, but I also have much smaller losses, and I almost always average at least 1 to 3% per day. So just do not go in unless you are holding on for dear life. That's all I ask. Now, for my prediction here. So here's my prediction for SafeHaven. Based on the current momentum and technical data, I would say that SHA has a strong potential to increase in price and hit 50 cents by the end of the year. Given the fact that it's increased by 600% in under 2 months, tells me that there is potential for greatness. The market cap has also increased from 6 million to a high of 49 million in the same time frame. With a consistent high amount of volume and volatility, I feel that SHA is a safe bet. You see what I did there? All right. Either way, I cannot stress this enough. Make sure you set a target, and if you don't hit your target, get out and take your damn profit. The key to being a profitable trader is to survive to trade another day. And if you did find benefit from this content, please like and subscribe. I always like to know your thoughts and if there's anything else I can do to improve your trading experience. Message me on Telegram, Instagram, or Twitter. The links for that are linked below. So just be sure to reference that. We have a fantastic Telegram community with some really awesome people that I've met. Also, comment below and let me know if there's anything that you want for me to analyze, and also what else you're holding. What are you doing? Are you holding SHA right now? If so, I'd like to learn more about that. Just comment below so we can all learn and grow together and just build our wealth, right? So thank you so much for watching. We'll go ahead and see you again soon in the next video. You take care now. Goodbye.